Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are diving into one of the most underrated remote income opportunities in America right now, online transcription. Now, converting audio into text from your couch on your own schedule with 0 degree required? Yeah, it sounds fantastic. And honestly, it is. But before you start picturing yourself typing away on a beach somewhere, we need to cut through the noise. There is a lot of hype out there about what you can actually earn. So today, we're giving you the honest blueprint. We're going to reveal the actual math behind the income. It's a calculation most beginners completely skip, but it literally changes everything about how you approach this.
To keep things moving, we've broken this explainer into 5 quick parts. We'll cover the hidden math, the earnings ladder, the top beginner platforms for 2026, some essential strategies and lockouts you need to avoid, and finally, the full-time picture. All right, let's jump right into section 1, the hidden transcription math. So when you're looking at job boards, you might see some really flashy hourly rates. But if you don't understand the mechanics of how this works, you're in for a massive shock. Imagine typing furiously for an hour, only to realize your effective rate was just $7. Ouch, right? Well, why does that happen? It's because transcription pays per audio minute, not per hour worked. This is absolutely crucial. The industry average says one single audio minute takes about 3 to 5 minutes of real time to actually transcribe. So a beginner earning 50 cents per audio minute might only be making a $7 per hour effective rate. This completely exposes the divide between a novice and a pro. You've got a beginner taking up to 5 real minutes to process one audio minute, giving them that $7 an hour. But look at the expert. An expert who can process 40 audio minutes per hour, getting paid that exact same 50 cents per audio minute rate, they are earning $20 an hour. Your actual paycheck depends entirely on how fast you can type. It's the math almost every beginner misses, and it proves that speed and accuracy are your real moneymakers here.
Which brings us perfectly to section 2, the earnings ladder.
It's fascinating to see exactly how your typing speed dictates your paycheck. Here's the honest breakdown for general audio. That first bar, that's your beginner. If you're typing around 40 to 55 words per minute, your effective rate sits between $8 and $15 an hour. But as you build that muscle memory and hit intermediate, say 65 to 80 words per minute, you bump up to $15 to $25 an hour. And if you can hit that advanced level of over 80 words per minute, now you're looking at $20 to $35 an hour. It is a direct correlation. Faster, more accurate typing literally equals more money.
But climbing this ladder isn't just about raw speed. It's also about specialization. Once you've got general transcription down, the next big leap is niche expertise. Legal transcriptionists, for example, can earn between $25 and $55 an hour. Medical transcriptionists usually pull in $15 to $25 on standard platforms. But, and this is a massive but, if you become a true specialist in complex medical terminology, that income ceiling totally shatters. Specialization is where the real money is hiding.
Okay, let's talk about where to actually start in section 3, top beginner platforms. Here is a breakdown of the 4 best platforms for beginners right now. First up, TranscribeMe. It's super beginner friendly because they actually provide training and you work on really short clips, like up to just 4 minutes long. It's incredibly easy to squeeze into your spare time. Next is Scribie. Also great for beginners, with files usually under 10 minutes. It's perfect for building your speed without getting bogged down in some massive hour-long file. Then we have GoTranscript. They've got a pretty straightforward application, very consistent work if you're US-based, and generally better starting rates for beginners in 2026. And finally, Rev. They've always been popular because they hire constantly, have massive volume, and pay out weekly. However, we absolutely have to mention a big 2026 update regarding Rev. They recently reduced their payout rates, and honestly, it caused some pretty major community backlash. So while their average transcriptionist makes about $245 a month and top earners hit close to $1,500, our strategic advice is to use Revs strictly for experience and volume. Use their endless stream of files to build your speed. Just don't rely on them as your primary income source this year. Moving right along to section 4, strategies and lockout warnings. The path to actual sustainable income follows a very clear 3-step progression. Step 1. Start with beginner platforms like TranscribeMe or Scribie, purely for practice. You're just there to build your chops. Step 2. As your speed and accuracy go up, you transition over to intermediate platforms to lock in more consistent, better-paying work. And step 3, the ultimate goal. You take those polished skills and you pitch specialized medical or legal clients directly to unlock those premium rates. It's a stepping stone process, plain and simple. But before you even attempt step 1, you need to hear this. Most of these platforms have strict 30 to 90-day lockout periods if you fail their entry test. I literally cannot stress this enough. You have to read the application requirements carefully. Your first impression is your only one. If you rush in completely unprepared, you could find yourself locked out of the best entry-level work for 3 whole months.
So how do you actually protect yourself? Well, you practice. Before applying anywhere, go hit up typingtest.com to figure out your baseline speed and practice your accuracy on free audio files. Put in the reps before the test. Then, when you're finally ready, apply to 3 to 5 platforms at the exact same time. Why? Because work availability fluctuates like crazy. Having multiple accounts means that if one platform is totally dead on a random Tuesday, you've got 3 others ready to go to keep that income flowing.
All right, let's zoom out in section 5, the full-time picture. When we look at the hard data for most full-time remote transcriptionists in the US, they're earning somewhere between $30,000 and $55,000 a year. That is a solid, completely realistic range for someone who consistently applies the strategies we've mapped out today.
Now, for those highly specialized or super experienced freelancers, the ones crushing complex legal or medical files at lightning speeds, they can definitely push past $60,000 annually. But this data perfectly highlights the overarching theme of today's explainer. This is a build and earn method. It is definitely not some get-rich-quick scheme. It's an industry that steadily, reliably rewards the people who patiently invest in their skills over time.
At the end of the day, online transcription rewards consistency way more than flashy skills, and it gives you the ultimate freedom to work from literally anywhere. The math doesn't lie. Your keyboard is essentially a cash register, but only if you know how to operate it. So, armed with this blueprint, the hidden math, and the strategy to avoid those brutal lockouts, I'll leave you with this. How fast are you willing to type to buy back your freedom?